Here we are at the Longmont Amateur Radio Club's annual ARRL Field Day in Boulder County Fairgrounds. And everyone is helping out, getting antennas and stations set up here. Gentlemen, what are you guys up to?
We're setting up a dipole antenna for Field Day.
All right.
Yeah.
The GOTA station, what frequency, what band is this going to be on?
So this is a linked dipole, so we can do 20 or 40. Right
Nice.
now it's unlinked, so it's shorter, so it'll work on 20 meters.
All right.
And obviously we've got some other stations on the same frequency, so we're going to have to work out a little timing so we don't stomp on each other.
Right. And what's your call sign?
KF0 FBI.
Chuck, WG5X. All right. Thanks, gentlemen. So quiet. Okay, Bob, what are we doing here?
We're putting up that big monster antenna with a multi-beam.
All right. But what do we have here behind you? Is that the... All right. And this looks like the 20 meter over here next to it.
Maybe that's the 20, that's the 10, that's the 40. I've lost track.
And then we're putting up another antenna over here. The multi-band folded dipole. That bit, the monster. And what's your call sign?
November 0, Zulu, Fox Victor.
All right,
I
great.
got my fancy shirt, but it's hard to keep it clean.
Well, you want a clean shirt for Field Day. Come on, you can't, And here's our 40 meter antenna that we built a few weeks ago. There's a video for that if you're interested. And then some of our stations are being set up here by the guys. All right, I'm here with Chuck, K0ITP, the president of the Longmont Amateur Radio Club. And what do you have here for your station, Chuck?
Hey Ramon, I'm actually doing a UHF, VHF, and satellite station. Here we have a UHF, VHF mobile little antenna that we're just picking up local repeaters on, and maybe possibly some simplex. And then this is an ARRL UHF, VHF Yagi antenna we're going to use to try to track some satellites today. Here's some contact.
Great, perfect. It looks good. And you've got a big battery here.
I've got actually it's 3 batteries.
All right.
It's, battery pack that I built. And so I'm totally off the grid here. No power, not even a generator. So I'm only as good as long as my my battery setup.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
It looks like...
Chuck setting up our logging station here. So Chuck, are the computers able to talk to each other or something?
They are networked. We have a dedicated server for the logging software along with a router, and they're all hardwired on Ethernet.
And what's the advantage of that?
1, we don't have to worry about wireless signal dropping and interference. 2, a little bit faster speeds to the server. And 3, everything is stored on one machine instead of multiple machines. So when we go to submit our log, I just do it from one place instead of multiples.
Beautiful.
I just had to make sure each thing is set up properly. So this is
our 40 meter station.
supposed to be actually 40.
So here's our 40 meter station. We're running an ICOM 746 with its own power supply here, specialized for it. Our bandpass filter for 40. A must have for Field Day. And here's our 10 meter station. We got our 20 meter band pass filter, and here's our 20 meter station. It is the club's Go Box. We have an ICOM 7300 and a Kenwood for VHF, UHF. And we have our solar panel and a battery out here. Looks like we're generating about 24 watts right now. 6 meter Moxon antenna. And it is connected to our 6 meter station, which is a Kenwood TS590S. Beautiful radio.
Here. So we want...
Beautiful headphones. We spared no expense, didn't we? Here we have the GOTA station, and we have some guys. We're going to try to get them on the air over here. Alright, we are trying FT8 at the GOTA station now. Having some luck. We're grounded. All right, the educational content here. Will is talking about power poles.
Things to know about the power poles right off the bat, right? They have this cool property. They can plug into like a panel, or they can plug into each other, right? So you can use like it as an extension. And in order for that concept to work of like your cable mating, then these have to be built in the same way, because you can build them of the opposite polarity. So you see these guys have little indent on the one side and a raised piece on the other side for when they're side by side, and like the back end of the indented side, it'll slide over and you can join them together like that. But the trick is you can do it both ways, right?
So you can still screw it up if you really want to.
Right. So you need to like look at some other equipment, and there's kind of like, people call it the ARRL standard. You know, so like if the contact is on the top, it's like the right is on the red. Like, to make sure that you cut it right before you actually crimp it, because it's very easy. Any one part of it you get reversed and it doesn't go together the way you wanted it to. And you end up like kind of crazy wire twisting and then shove it in.
I just trimmed it off and tried again.
Got plenty of food here. Everyone has to eat more hot dogs. Chili. All right, day 2. It is Sunday, about maybe 8 o'clock or something like that. We are back with the Longmont Amateur Radio Club, soaking up some rays on this solar panel. And a little less wind today. We have the generator going, and as usual, we can't hear this generator. It is so quiet, and it has been going since last night at 8 o'clock when we filled it with I think 2 gallons of gas. So here are our antennas set up, some of the bigger ones. We've got these stations going right now. We have FT8 on 40 meters. We have 20 meter voice over there. We've got 7 meter lower sideband, and Chuck is running around trying to figure out how to make a satellite contact today.
Echo November Oscar.
Felt like I was hurting my feelings with the smaller antennas.
Using N2YO to track satellites.
436-795. But again,
Yeah.
unless that they're that their communications radio, but doesn't assume it's online. I don't think it's transmitting.
We might be looking for ISAT-1. Did a good job. All right, what are we doing here? We've got 6 meters. Is that the calling frequency?
It's dead.
It's dead right now. All right.
It's dead.
The Moxon's alive.
This is the calling frequency.
Yeah, 5125. All right.
And the DX is from up to 125.
Whiskey 9, Mike, Quebec, Bravo.
Whiskey 9, Mike, Quebec, Bravo. Whiskey 0, Echo November.
CQ Field Day of Whiskey 9, Mike, Quebec, Bravo.
Whiskey 0, Echo November, Oscar. Great.
All right, we had a little garage sale here. More like a freebie giveaway. Packing up, taking antennas down.
Yeah, I bet
2. That one was lining up right there. And then this one.
The giant antenna is down, and we're almost done packing up everything. Getting squeaky clean.